Okay, folks, welcome back to another Beam 42 episode, and it is the start of the season, NRL 2022 round one. How are you, Beaver? Keen?
Good, mate. 24 hours or less than 24 hours until first game, so really looking forward to kickoff.
Yeah, exactly. And look, we're just going to jump straight in. So there's a lot of preseason stuff which has happened. We can't do it, so we're going to just jump straight into the games. We got round one. Thursday night game, Penrith v Sea Eagles. Now, the bookies can hardly split them, and I think it'll be a low-scoring affair. What's your thoughts, Beef?
Well, Cleary out's a big out, right? But I think the Panthers have done well to make sure they've got a backup plan in Sean O'Sullivan. Right? He looked pretty solid in the trials. But I think this will be Manly. I think Manly will get off to a good start. Even though they're missing a couple of players, they're two back rowers. But it's got a funny feeling Manly will win it. You're saying in a low scorer, I actually think it'll be a high scorer, right? So I'm backing it'll be like 26 to 20 or something like that to the Sea Eagles.
Yeah, fair call. And look, I was basing my low scoring on the weather. I thought it'd be half underwater, but it turns out it looks like it might be a fair track for them. But look, another thing we're going to introduce this year is both Beav and I are going to have a $50 bet, and we're just going to keep track of that and see how we go during the year. And funnily enough, I'm going to put my money on the first game, which is a multi, which is the Eagles to win outright and under 40.5 points. And just open up my bet slip, and that's going to pay out a handsome, with my $50, 162.50. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah, we'll keep a bit of a track on that and see how we go. And then the next game, mate, Friday, we've got the Raiders and the Sharks, another one the bookies can hardly split, and the Sharks coach is out with COVID.
Yeah. You got to wonder if he's out with COVID. You got to hope for the Sharks that they don't have a few other close contacts who turn into positive cases, right? But based on the teams, look, I have concerns about the backs for the Raiders. I look at their forward pack, the Raiders; it's pretty strong. Their bench is full of big boppers, so they're going to try and smash the Sharks through the middle of the park. But I just think the Sharks will be a bit too classy in this one. So I got the Sharks winning in this one by 8 points.
Yeah, really hard to disagree. I mean, even though it is a new coach, I think the Sharks are going to roll the Raiders. I actually think they're going to be a pretty good team this year, the Sharkies. So they'll get off to a good start, and they will topple the Raiders, in my opinion. And then the late game on Friday was the Hapless Broncos against the Bunnies. Now, obviously, Reynolds swapped teams, but he can't play.
Can't play, eh? So this would have been a game. Look, the NRL put this game on as one of the first games of the year for a reason, right? So it wasn't random that the Broncos were going to play the Rabbits. Look, they were going to struggle anyway. You got to think the Broncos, even with Adam Reynolds. So without him, I think they're absolutely zero chance against the Rabbits. So Rabbits will win this one, I think, pretty easily. Rabbits to win it by 12.
Yeah. Again, can't disagree with you. I think the Rabbits will blow them out of the park, and it'll be a triumphant Rabbitohs getting through that game. And then we get into Saturday, 12th of March, my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, bro! So it'll be the first game is going to be the Roosters and the Knights, and here we have the Knights at $4.50 to win this one, and the Roosters at $1.20. Probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, look, Knights, you got to think are going to struggle a bit this year. Look at their halves. Clune was a average sort of playmaker for the Dragons. Dragons didn't make the top 8 either last year, right? So how's he going to come into the Knights and make a massive difference there? I just don't see it. And they're also missing Daniel Saifiti, who I think is a big out for them, right? So interesting for me that the Cox have named Sam Walker at 6. Right, so Keary at 7 and Walker at 6. I don't know if that's how they intend to play, and to be honest, they'll probably interchange through the game, right? So, and Connor Watson at 9, right? So, Verrills is suspended, I think, right? So smallish, right? So it'd be interesting to see how they go through the year. But how can you not back the Cox to win this one, right? So Cox to win it by 8.
Yep, and I think that's probably the only issue I have with the Roosters is their halves are quite small, but geez, they can score some points. So
look, Kiri's tough though, right? I mean, so he'll tackle all day.
Yeah.
Walker, I'm not quite sure of, right? But anyway, we'll see.
Exactly. Look, he'll tackle all day until he's in concussion protocol again. Now, if Keary goes into concussion again this year, I think there's big concerns. But fingers crossed he doesn't. And yeah, I got the Roosters winning this one by about 12 as well. So the middle game on Saturday is the Warriors Dragons. Bookies can hardly split them. What about you, my friend? I'm thinking I know which way you're going.
Yeah, look, this is an absolute lay down misère that the Dragons will win this one, right? So look, it'll be interesting because the Warriors have, had it over the Dragons over the last couple of years. Dragons have lost some games they should have won. I think that's something that has probably held us back. So you've got to win the games that you're expected to win, right? That's how you make the top 8. So I've got the Dragons winning it, obviously, and I've got the Dragons winning it quite comfortably, winning it by 16.
All right. Look, I think the Dragons will get over the line on this one as well. I don't think it'll be by 16, but just based on what I saw in preseason, I think Dragons look like they're going to be a better team than I gave them credit for early on. So I've got to win them by
8. Right? Warriors, they've got still got a really good forward pack, right? And they're the sort of team that, look, anyone can beat anyone, right? But the Warriors are a bit streaky, so hopefully they don't start that streak on Saturday. Go you Dragons.
Yeah, exactly. And well, I guess my concern is they've got the young fellow Channel Harris Tavita. Did I even get close to that? He's starting a fullback for him. So I don't know.
Well, there's no Reece Walsh, right? He's out.
I get it. But wouldn't you have DWZ play fullback before him?
Yeah, you'd think so. But I mean, I think they're trying to find a spot for him in the team. He's obviously got some talent, and I don't know. DWZ just hasn't seemed to have gone on with it, right? So I thought he was great at Penrith, and he captained New Zealand at one stage, right? But he's just not. He just hasn't gone on with it, right? So
no, exactly. He had a Nick Kotrick at the Dogs, but just for longer.
So,
yeah. Well, anyway, good luck, Dragons. And look, actually, good luck, Warriors, for the year because, God, it's been 3 years since you've been home. So,
yeah, tough. Yeah. Good luck.
So, next week. So then we go on to the late game Saturday where we'll probably be, 12 cans in by that stage. And we got the Tigers be the Storm and just another one that's probably a bit of a blowout. And the bookies have it that way too. Tigers at 4 and the Storm at $1.25.
You think it's a blowout? I'm backing the Tigers to cover the line here, right? What was it, 12.5 start? I think the Tigers had.
Currently backing the Tigers sitting at 12.5. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm backing the Tigers to cover the line at 12.5. Jesse Bromwich is a late out, I think, for the Storm with COVID, and they're going to miss Munster. Right? They're lucky to have Brandon Smith playing. Right, so just a bit of disruption. Looking through their bench, nothing too intimidating other than Big Nelson. So I just think that this could be a dangerous game for the Storm. Right? How long has it been since the Storm's lost an opening game? I don't think Bellamy's lost one. Right?
Actually, don't think
it's every single game. There you go. Lock it in. This week, the Tigers are going to roll the Storm.
Wow. So is this your bet of the week?
Balls of steel, right? So, yep, lock it in, Eddie.
So, what is your bet? You're going the 12.5 start.
Okay, all right. I'll take the pussy bet. I'll take the Tigers with 12.5 start, and I'll also take Parramatta to do the Titans.
Right. Okay. So roll it into 2. Fair enough.
So I'll take that multi, my $50 turns into $134.
Nice.
Money for jam, money for jam. Right. So.
All righty. All right, we'll go on to the next game where I think you will get your money.
Well, who are you on?
I think the Storm will win that quite handsomely. I can't see how the Tigers can stop a try, let alone 6. So yeah, I got the Storm winning. I got the Storm winning this by 16.
Yeah, I am begging a bit. Anyway, let's see.
So we move on to the other game on Sunday now. Eels versus the Titans. Now, the Titans are just going to absolutely tear up the Eels, and the problem is they're going to let in too many points and still lose. So the Titans at $3 and the Eels at $1.39. What's your thoughts?
Oh, I'm taking the Eels by 12 plus, 12.5 plus, right? So I think the Eels will win it pretty easy. I found it pretty interesting looking through your team. Yared Wallace, not Jared, Yared, can't get a spot in your top 17, right? So, struggle for some time now. I think he's off to Wayne and the Dolphins next year, I think, right? Maybe I've got that wrong, but
haven't any confirmation, but look, very likely.
But really, why would you want him, right? So yeah, I just think Eels will be too classy, right? A lot to play for this year.
Yeah,
this year's premiers.
And speaking of people that can't make the starting squad, it's finally happened where Kevin Proctor has been pushed to the number 17, and I can't wait until he's the number 18. So look, good thing there. Both Firmers in the second row and Fafita in the second row as well. Problem there is I don't know if either of them can make a tackle. They can score, but they can't make a tackle, and that's why I think the Eels are going to run in a bunch of points. They're just going to go down our edge, and we won't be able to stop them. So I got the Eels winning this one by 16 as well. I think this will be a rort.
Yep.
And then we go into the last game of the round, and we got the this. How could round one be a wooden spoon preview? But it's the Cowboys and the Dogs, and the bookies can't split them there either.
I think you're giving the Dogs a little bit of disrespect there. I would be. I think they'll do better than that, but I think they'll give it to the Cowboys, right? The only thing going for the Cowboys is it's in Townsville. So, but with Chad Townsend as your number 7, I'm never going to back you. So I'm backing the Dogs to win it, and Dogs to win it by 14, but Matt Duffy to miss 2 tackles to lead to tries.
Nice. I like how specific you are. Bookies have actually got the Cowboys favourites at $1.85. Dogs at $1.95, and I like that. JT has been called back into the Cowboys as a little bit of a consulting coach as well, so I think he'll make a bit of a difference. And honestly, I'm standing by my Dogs winning only the Dogs winning only 5 games this year, and this is not going to be one of them. So I've got the Cowboys winning this one by 8.
Cowboys, wow.
Yeah.
All righty.
So
that's round 1 in the books.
That's round 1 in the books, mate. I'll make sure we keep a tab of our bets, and we'll have a run and tally during the year. So, all right, mate. Well, all the best, and here's to footy in round 1, mate.
Update your fantasy league. Update your fantasy team. Join the fantasy league.
Absolutely. Yep, we're all in it. We love it. We want to beat you. All right, folks.
All right. Take care. Enjoy the footy.